Hello YouTube. I thought I would post an introduction and a hello to who I am and why I've come on here. I'm Sarah. I live in West Sussex with my husband, my 5-year-old son and my dog, little cockapoo called Husky. And I wanted to get started with putting some video diaries out there and documenting what for us is a really hard time, a really different time in our lives, and we're navigating a journey which is very complicated. Now, I might talk a bit more about that journey and about what's going on for us soon. I'm having a think about trying to do something constructive and proactive in that space, but it's deeply personal for me and my family, so I need to think about the right way to do that and what I want to put out there that might be supportive to other people who will be experiencing the same things, because I know there are thousands of us, absolutely thousands of us. I'm clearly not in my 20s, just starting out, and I'm not doing this for a career. I'm putting out some videos and thinking of doing something for me that pushes me, that challenges me, and asks me to do something more of myself than I would usually do. I'm not an extrovert, and I'm not somebody that would typically put their life on the camera. I don't do a lot of taking photographs. I do love it, and that's a hobby of mine, but it feels really important at this time to try and do something that scares me and to challenge myself in teaching and leading by example from my son. I heard myself saying the other day to him, if a situation's hard, it doesn't mean we run away from it. And then actually, when you sit down in the evening with a cup of tea, glass of wine, bar of chocolate, often they're Maltesers, love a bag of Maltesers, the sharing ones, but do we share them? We'll see. Depends who gets there first. Anyway, and I sat there in the evening and I thought, do I do that? Do I take hold of a situation that absolutely terrifies me, and do I lean into it? As adults, it's really easy, isn't it, where you get the luxury to not do that and to avoid it, or to just do something completely different to distract ourselves. So here we go, this is me doing the thing that scares me. So what else to know about me? I'm headed towards 40. Maybe there's something in that as well. I went with two of my loveliest friends that I've known since we were 21, 22 at law school together. And we spent a weekend in London a couple of weeks ago, and we went to see this amazing comedian, Sophie McCartney, in Tired and Tested show. And it was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. It's just incredible. So anyone, if you're if you're a woman in your 30s, probably actually even younger, there were plenty of women there who were much older. A few men, I felt a bit sorry for them, but she was lovely to them. But if anyone can still get tickets for Tired and Tested, she's doing shows for at least up until September. Absolutely brilliant. You've got to go. And she was just so funny. Can't remember why I was telling that story. Cannot remember for the life of me. I'm sure it will come back. This is overwhelmed brain, mum, headed towards 40 and juggling a lot. I live life by the list, so I write it all down. Anyway, don't want to do a massively rambling intro, but this video is about me. These videos are about me, my life, what I like doing. If anyone enjoys them or wants to watch them, that's just a bonus, really. And it would be nice to meet some cool people, some people that love gardening, that love dogs, that have kids. Maybe when I learn how to be braver about it and to talk about it, people that are also navigating this journey. What you won't get here is fashion, clearly. Sorry, not really about the clothes, especially about them at the moment. Not about the clothes. Does that make me sound like I don't wear clothes? Weird. I do wear clothes all the time. God love a pyjama. Even, yeah. Anyway, rabbit hole. But I don't exactly do fashion. You'll find me living in my athleisure. Must get back into the gym. When I say gym, I mean my garage, which has got a rowing machine and a few weights. Maybe we'll share that with you next time. So yeah, that's me. That's what will be happening here. If you come and find me, say hi. Let's have some chats and just create a nice little pocket on the internet. Cool, guys. See you next time. Bye. So this is a bit different for me. Hello, everyone. Anyone that might find this video. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I've always been too scared to jump online and to watch videos of myself. However, I was watching a video the other day with a very well-known YouTuber who's been posting videos for 10 years, and what she said really inspired me. She said she had a question from one of her audience, and this is a YouTuber with a massive audience, and she had a question that came in that said, how do you kind of get started and not mind about all the negative comments, because people will comment and say horrible things. And this YouTuber said that she was so sad that anybody would not put a video up or create and do something lovely that they want to do because of the negative comments that they might get from other people. And for some reason that really got me. I thought, why have I been not doing something because of what might happen? And that suddenly felt really odd. So I think I'm just going to start. There's lots of stuff that I love and I wanted to kind of track and keep an eye on, and also look at my progress. So perhaps keep these as more video diaries for me and my life and what I find special. Easy day to start. I'm filming in the garden. There's quite a lot of road noise, and I'm in the garden pottering about with my chickens, with my bantam girls. I've got 6 of them, so I'm going to try and insert a clip. Don't know how to do that, don't know how to do any of it, but it doesn't matter because this is really just for me and for me to try something. So yeah, we've got the 6 girls, mainly there for my child to have some animal therapy and learn to look after things, but also for me. I've always wanted chickens and I absolutely adore them. We have got one at the moment that has gone broody, so you might see some chicks on here very soon. That's if anybody even finds this or starts watching it. And I have the chickens in my garden, not a very big garden. We live in West Sussex, and I spend lots of time at the moment doing my chickens and my garden. Big fan of the greenhouse, which you can see behind me and is probably coming in the next video. And I live here with my husband and my son and our little cockapoo who... Husky, are you coming on? Come here. Come on puppy, come on. Up. There he is, my husky. Boy. I think you can see a pigeon. Off you go. Come. Boy. Yeah. So, that's me to start with. Only about 3.5 minutes in. I guess I'm going to have to learn how to talk about things and what to share. Our garden is a massive work in progress. We moved in about 2.5 years ago, so we're still doing loads of it. We're doing all of it ourselves. Well, all of the garden ourselves. There's probably work that will get done in the house at some point, but at the moment I am off work. More about that later maybe. But I'm off work, so I'm really focusing on spending lots of time outside and trying to connect with nature a bit. So the garden, there is heaps to do. Money's a factor, so we can't do it all at once, and this isn't a YouTube reveal, this is a work in progress, but we do it bit by bit, and my husband loves doing it with me. So we have a couple of veg beds. They're very small, DIY home veg beds. Why don't I take you along and show you them? Let me pause this and then I'll try and pin it together. See you in a minute. So you can see how rustic our garden is. This patch of grass that I'm standing on was a dilapidated shed when we bought the place, covered with brambles and ivy and tumble down hedging, etc. There's a massive beech tree above me. Look how enormous that beauty is. On. She's enormous, and it's protected under a TPO, so we can't take that down. In fact, we're not allowed to touch it at all. So it's huge and we have to work around it. But this is my gorgeous strawberry bed. My husband made it for me, just out of pallets. Very rough and ready, but we love it. And look how many strawberries are in there, and how happy and how healthy. And there were so many strawberries growing already. Look, you see them? Loads and loads. My son is going to be so happy to eat all of those in a couple of months. Yummy. Then we come on to my little rhubarbs. Got 2 of them. This year I'm going to actually get some rhubarb. Look, yum. Very excited about this. I planted it in a different part of the garden, and it was just too shady and got completely waterlogged and was not happy at all. So moved it up here and it's actually growing. The other one I'm not going to show you because I put that on it, my rhubarb forcer, and I don't know, I've got a lot to learn about this gardening stuff, I suppose. So in here, what are you? Aha, this is some of my peas got eaten, so I've started again with help from lovely Hilliers Garden Nurseries. Hopefully some of these will survive. My other ones, as you can see, yeah, they've been eaten by the pigeons. Little bit of a problem of where we live. What have we got here? What did I sow? I did some direct sowing just to see if anything would take this year, because it's such a better season. Hello, sweetheart. Such a better season. I think this is my rainbow chard. Yeah, rainbow chard, and that's growing beautifully. So we're loving that. I'm hoping that gives us a good crop soon. That's my berry bush. I think that needs a little bit of deadheading. Real life here, definitely. This is my broccoli, and look what I found this morning. This is true gardener content, this. It's actually growing broccoli from seed. So exciting. So got a little crop of broccoli. This is my carrots. 2 lots of carrots, different sown at different times. This one, yeah, it's growing. We've got some foliage happening there. Going to have to sit down and do some research about how we do thinning out. If anyone wants to comment on thinning out, let me know some comments, because it's not something I'm very good at. Yeah, well, this is my jungle. This is a mix of chard from last year and perpetual spinach. We've been eating it, but also giving it to our chickens who love it. So yeah, bit mad, but I like it. Works well in salads and stir fries, my mum said, so we can try it in there. Just yum. then there's actually quite a lot. It might be a bit boring, and lots of gardeners will know about this, but it's just exciting to have stuff actually growing this year, because the season last year was so wet. And I've got fennel growing at the back. Exciting. And yeah, to the left, a need for weeding, but this is a DIY garden. It's real life. There we go. Speak to you soon. Bye.